What is up, guys? Dashing here for episode 423. No, 723, as a matter of fact. And edition number 45 of Supremacy. Jumping it back into the action here in the new season as we barrel towards Battle Scars, guys, the next pay-per-view event here in CMV. But, of course, as announced last week, we have a bit of a pit stop as next Sunday, Wild Card returns, and the attraction match, it's finally going down. Champion versus champion, as Schmitty from Crossfire will take on Supremacy's Jason Spade, along with every undercard championship being on the line against a completely randomized challenger. Every single superstar in CMV eligible for a possible championship opportunity. That includes the CMV Unified World Tag Team titles. Maybe it'll be one of these four teams we're about to see compete here in this 8-man tag team match to kick off Supremacy. Project Psycho and the Cowboys from Hell taking on Next Gen Renegades and Los Felinos Fatales. The dogs getting their cameos in early here. What's up, everybody? Hunter, Suntan, J-Rod, Spade. You know, hopefully we'll all get really lucky and Spade won't even make it to Wild Card next Sunday, and we'll all, I think, just rest a lot easier. Of course, our main event tonight going to pit Jason Spade and Cam Harris against the greatest of all time, Ace Reeves, Chris Adams, and Isaac Richardson handicap match. If Jason Spade really is so great, he should have no problem. And I'm sure he'll make it to Wild Card in one piece. But me and Ken down here, you know, we sat down together. We were very civil, and we decided it's time to give these fans what they want. Schmitty and Jason Spade one-on-one. I don't know why these fans want to see Jason Spade, but they do. And so before Jason Spade relinquishes the championship to Ace Reeves, it's going to happen. Let's not lie to ourselves. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Project Psycho guys making their way down to the ring. And of course, last week they debuted the first episode of Supremacy in the new season. Even in defeat, these guys made a huge impact as Jordan Nicholson broke the arm of Jacqueline Hendricks. Thunder from Down Under may have gotten the win, but in the long run, I think we're looking at the actual winners here. Jordan Nicholson says he's not going to have any problem breaking more arms should the rest of the tag team division getting he and Hunter Quinn's way. We actually had a bit of friction between Project Psycho and the Cowboys from Hell on Twitter. Last night, Cowboys from Hell telling Project Psycho, stay out of our way. We aren't friends. We might be on the same team, but we've also got the same goal, those Unified World Tag Team titles, and nothing is going to get in our way. This, of course, the debut of Travis Red and Scott Cannon. We've seen Nelson Rude in action last week, a part of that Fatal 4-Way, but our first look at the other two members of Cowboys from Hell. A lot to look forward to here on tonight's card, including a Beat the Clock challenge as both women's champion Joy Justice and number one contender Danielle Davis will compete. Whoever gets the best time gets to pick the stipulation for their championship match at Battle Scars in just 3 weeks' time. We know that Danielle Davis wants a no-holds-barred match, but I shiver to think what Joy Justice might have up her sleeve. I know a spider, but what else? And a tweet here, guys, from Joy Justice says, tonight I'm in for a rough fight in the Beat the Clock challenge. Oh boy, Mr. Yuri, why do you dislike me? Hey, I'm not trying to get on the bad side of the Justice family. Project Psycho and the Cowboys from Hell certainly combined a formidable foursome, but the same can be said about their opponents. All alumni of NGW. Of course, the Next Gen Renegades, Johnny Respawn, Jay Young, the last ever NGW Tag Team Champions. Last week, they had themselves quite the opportunity of taking on the SNS Connection, the Unified World Tag Team Champions, but in the end, unable to get the victory, and then attacked afterwards. So that leaves the question as to whether or not they're at 100%. And the tweet here, guys, from Jason Spade. I'm not going to read that. Can someone deactivate that Twitter account? I think that's harassment. I think that goes against the Twitter guidelines. We should get someone on that. And there they are, the Next Gen Renegades. Probably still sore after what Slayton Hockstick did to them last week. But ready to jump back into the deep end. As they team with some cats they're all too familiar with. Los Felinos Fatales and Next Gen Renegades go way back. The match that Respawn and Young won the NGW Tag Team titles and Los Felinos Fatales were a part of. Along with the Prestige, it was a triple threat ladder match. But of course, Los Felinos Fatales in a rough patch right now. Not only has Danger Cat been putting on a little bit of extra weight, but they lost the national championship at Christmas Clash. Golden Cat, though, going to have an opportunity to bring it back to them next week, as he will challenge whomever is international champion. Whether or not it's still Pierre Thompson remains to be seen, because of course Pierre Thompson will be defending his international championship at Wildcard next Sunday against an unknown challenger. But Golden Cat will get his rematch for he and Danger Cat, no matter whom the champion may be. But Golden Cat, I think, more worried about Danger Cat and him getting extra thick. You can't really tell, all right? The shirt's kind of covering up that gut he's getting. But Golden Cat's trying to whip his feline friend into shape. He thinks that's maybe why they lost the international championship. We know Danger Cat has been in a weird place ever since last season when Tailcoat Val abducted him. We thought maybe they were getting back on track, winning the international championship at Ascendance 8, but, well, that was short-lived. As Golden Cat looks towards his international championship match next week, perhaps Los Felinos Fatales going to better their place in the rankings when it comes to those unified World Tag Team titles. And Pierre Thompson is in action later on tonight, as he's set to take on Joseph Santos. Should be a very interesting matchup there. And again, Pierre Thompson, along with the rest of the undercard champions, definitely in for quite a ride next Sunday at Wildcard, when they have to defend against a completely unknown challenger. All superstars with CMV viable for a championship opportunity. It's up to the computer. See Jordan Nicholson and Johnny Respawn starting things off. Looks like Travis Red wants a piece of Respawn here, but he's not the legal man. Going to have to return to the apron before he's disqualified. Being kicked to the back. Of course, many are wondering right now whether or not Schmitty will be making it to Wild Card after he was bitten by a spider on Crossfire. Joy Justice's spider to be exact, rendering him unconscious. Currently in the hospital. We're hoping for an update. The dream match may be in jeopardy. If I don't have to see Jason Spade, I count that as a win. Jay Young, now the legal man, as is Scott Cannon, who gets knocked down to the outside. And a tweet here, guys, from Pierre Thompson. He says, ugh, cats. The big dog, not too fond of the felines, understandable. Kick to the midsection. Here at ringside, all these teams wanting a shot at the Unified World Tag Team titles. Definitely a step in the right direction for the winning tandem in this matchup to kick off Supremacy number 45. Jay Young almost introduced to those steel steps at a count of 6 now by referee Tyson, our head official. Ooh, nice dropkick attempt by Cannon. Gets sidestepped though. Well, a tweet here, guys, from Joy Justice. She says, I have a cure, but I'll only drop by and give it to Schmitty if my demands are met. Quite simple. So breaking news. Evidently, Joy Justice has a cure for the spider bite that Schmitty suffered on Crossfire, but she'll only give it to him if her demands are met. Now, what demands could Joy Justice have for the global champion? Count of 15 here, guys. Jay Young back into the ring, and Scott Cannon closely following. Joy Justice has a lot on her plate. Hopefully she can focus on the Beat the Clock challenge later on tonight. Into the midsection. Sweep by Cannon, who's looking for a tag. And here comes Hunter Quinn. He and Jordan Nicholson showing no remorse in what they did to Thunder from Down Under last week. Breaking the arm of Jacqueline Hendricks, his first match back in many, many months, and he's immediately put back on the shelf. We have not heard a word from Ashley Amell on this, but chances are he's looking after his friend. Kick to the gut from Quinn. Dropping Jay Young on his derriere, and a big old punch straight to the bridge of the nose and a follow through. And now the choke. Watch out for that 5 count, though, might be disqualified. Although I think we've quickly come to realize Project Psycho not too concerned with the rules. Tag to Jordan Nicholson. Hunter Quinn going to elevate Jay Young, and Nicholson from Brett's rope with that leg lariat. Only a 1 count though, as Johnny Respawn breaking up the pin and inadvertently taking out referee Tyson. And Scott Cannon is disposed of via a Hurricane Rana. There have been some pretty crazy title changes in the history of Wildcard. I mean, I remember Kevin Silva and Luke Swanson winning the World Tag Team titles a couple of years ago. Who'd you have? I think it was Sebastian Frost, who was a relative newcomer. The first wild card beat Schmitty for the United States Championship. Anything can happen. You never know. We could see freaking, who knows, Samuel Boone come back and challenge for the United States Championship. Tag the Golden Cat. So now the only man not active is Danger Cat. Perhaps that's a good idea with how he's been struggling as of late. Back into the ring is Jordan Nicholson. Golden Cat, Hurricane Rana, tries to steal the pin. Only a 1 count. Golden Cat gonna have to put Los Finos Fatales on his back, not only tonight, but next week as well. If he has any hopes of bringing back the International Championship. Ooh, Nice torture rack neck breaker by Nicholson. Once again, oh, but look at that. Nicholson caught him this time, turning the Hurricane Rana into an alley-oop. And right out of that, Nicholson gonna try to take out Golden Cat. Shades of Hall of Famer Scott Norrie. Rest in peace, the suplex pile driver might have this match won for Project Psycho and the Cowboys from Hell. No, only a 2 count. Attempts a tag. Golden Cat knows he's got to get out of this ring right now. I think a tag would be the smartest move, but Golden Cat seems to want to continue fighting. Lands that backflip, escaping the German suplex, super kick to the knee, and then a tornado heel kick. Now gonna work the leg. Golden Cat could be setting Jordan Nicholson up for a golden shower. Nailing Nicholson. But look at that. Referee Tyson distracted in the corner by Hunter Quinn and Travis Red, allowing Scott Cannon to break the pin. Jay Young gonna make him pay for it. Too little too late though. Tag made to Danger Cat, here we go. Schoolboy. Oh, nice discus clothesline from the top rope. But a hot tag is made. Here comes Travis Red. Project Psycho, Cowboys from Hell, they may not be friends, but they're working pretty well together so far. Danger Cat. Christmas Clash. Running head first into the big dog, Pierre Thompson. Golden Cat just wanting his friend to live a healthier life. I'd say not only physically, but mentally as well. Look at Travis Red. Not taking Danger Cat very seriously here. Swings the knee. Connecting with the jaw of Red. Irish whip into the corner. Ooh, boot right across the face. And a full Nelson. Dropping Danger Cat right on his neck. Dragon suplex Swift. Holding the arm in light. Look at that. Danger Cat's so fat that Travis Red can't drag him across the canvas. Danger Cat might not look so fat, but he's hiding a lot of that blubber under the chest piece he's got on. I mean, Travis Red's a strong guy. And he couldn't even get Danger Cat across the canvas there. Elbows to the midsection. Breaking free. Danger Cat's fighting. Carrying all that extra weight though. Look at this. Danger Cat. Frankensteiner from the top. Catching him with a powerbomb. Golden Cat. With those cat-like reflexes, you must say. Scoop slam attempted. Drops down behind us. Travis Red looking to close the distance. Discus clothesline, but Golden Cat quickly sends him off into the corner. Tag made to Danger Cat yet again. Oh, boot to the face and then a knee. Followed by the assisted and the shooting star press, excuse me. Scott Cannon wants that tag. Danger Cat stops Red though. In his tracks with a monkey flip. Ooh, and a whoa from Danger Cat. See, look at this. He's feeling himself right now. He's vibing. Not a good place to be for Travis Red as this kitty is looking to pounce. Danger Cat should probably try going for the pin though rather than celebrating prematurely. Here we go. One. Only a 1 count. He's setting up the 9 lives, that front flip DDT, but he took too long thinking about it. And now that might be his downfall. Travis Red looks for a pop-up. Beautiful counter by Danger Cat. He's got Travis Red beat. And Danger Cat for his team picking up a huge dub. Next Gen Renegades and Los Minos Metales with the victory. Danger Cat did it. He's not too fat. Even with that extra weight, still agile enough to roll up Travis Red. And Project Psycho are looking livid on the apron. It was Cowboys from Hell who told Project Psycho not to screw this up. But then Travis Red is the one that gets pinned. And Project Psycho not sticking around. They're heading to the back. The NG Dub alum with a big win to kick off Supremacy. I think Danger Cat's weight actually helped in that scenario, keeping Travis Red pinned for the 3 count. Well, guys, coming up next, it is our first of 2 Beat the Clock Challenge matches tonight. Riley Van Wilson getting set to take on former women's champion Danielle Davis. And, of course, Joy Justice, the current women's champion, going to be battling May Felix. Whoever gets the better time, guys, between Danielle Davis and Joy Justice will get to pick the stipulation for their women's championship match at Battle Scars. Now, Danielle Davis has already gone on record as to saying she wants a no-holds-barred match. But if Joy Justice beats the clock, I don't know what she could possibly have up her sleeve. After what she did to Schmitty on Crossfire, man, that gal is capable of anything. This is a big opportunity for Riley Van Wilson here to knock off the former women's champion, current number 1 contender, possibly the next women's champion, and Danielle Davis, after what was a rather lackluster season for Riley Van Wilson. This last year has not been kind to her. Of course, came into the season as women's champion, quickly lost it though to Kelsey Hayes, and then was injured for months. Came back, try again and again. Riley Van Wilson just could not get back on track. Couldn't win Magnificent Six. Couldn't win the Queen of the Ring. Couldn't win the Elimination Chamber, and couldn't win the Women's Hardcore Championship at Ascendance 8. Can Riley Van Wilson make sure that this season goes differently for her? Well, it might start right here, right now, against Danielle Davis. And here's a tweet, guys, from Jason Spade, who says, so Schmitty's on the shelf from a bug bite. I'd say I'm disappointed, but that would imply that I expected him to show up in the first place. Whatever. Look, I'm sure that Schmitty and Joy Justice will come to some sort of deal. He'll get the antidote, okay? And then Schmitty can beat Jason Spade's ass at Wild Card next Sunday, which we all want to see. That's why everyone's going to be tuning in. I'll be disappointed if Schmitty doesn't make it. But I'd be more worried about Jason Spade finding some kind of excuse. And of course, the stopwatch will start as soon as the bell rings. And the objective of a Beat the Clock challenge is to really win your match as quickly as possible. Danielle Davis going to set the time that Joy Justice will have to try and beat later on tonight when she takes on May Felix. A tweet here, guys, from Hunter Quinn. He says, They were the ones that said not to get in their way, and look what happened. Those unified tag titles are still in Project Psycho's sights. So now it seems like Project Psycho have got a bone to pick with the Cowboys from Hell. As here she comes, Danielle Davis, ready to try and reclaim her women's championship at Battle Scars. Announced last week after Rami Young's big upset win over Joy Justice that she was going to be cashing in her rematch clause. And now has the opportunity to perhaps pick the stipulation, give herself a big advantage going into that title match. All right, so here we go. Time starts right now. The clock has begun, and the objective for Danielle Davis is to try and put Riley Van Wilson away as quickly as possible. Hell of an opponent to try and get the job done. A former women's champion in her own right, Riley Van Wilson, looking to be in phenomenal shape after her loss to Angelina Hawkins at Ascendance 8. Riley Van Wilson always at a disadvantage because her opponents know full well about that injury to her knee that cost her months of her career last season. Oh, look at this Hell's Gate by Riley Van Wilson. And of course, we haven't even addressed the fact that if Danielle Davis can't beat Riley Van Wilson, if Riley Van Wilson wins this match, well then, Joy Justice pretty much just has to win her match, period. And she'll get to pick the stipulation of the Women's Championship match at Battle Scars. If they both lose, I guess whoever lost quicker. But I guess we'll get to that if it transpires. Danielle Davis's momentum has been steadily picking up. I think Davis finally able to admit that she underestimated Joy Justice a little bit at Ascendance. Maybe didn't take the Queen of the Ring 100% seriously, and she paid for it, but now Danielle Davis knows what she's getting into. Her team picking up the victory against Joy Justice's team at Christmas Clash, and Danielle Davis ringside for Rami Young's victory over Justice last week. Some saying that Danielle Davis kind of stole Rami Young's thunder, but I don't know about that. They're good friends. And Rami Young actually approaching myself last week backstage after the show went off the air and asked me to put her in the title match, making it a triple threat. I'll admit, I was liking what she was saying, but I don't know if one win is going to cut it for me. A big win, no doubt, over the women's champion, but I think I might need to see a little bit more. Plus, doesn't Rami Young have enough to worry about? Tailcoat Val stalking her and everything. Full mount by Riley Van Wilson. And there's that amateur background coming into play right into a cross armbar. Danielle Davis finding it hard to keep up with Riley Van Wilson here. We are currently at 3 minutes. Joy Justice probably watching from the back, keeping a very close eye. Ooh, look at that drop kick. And Riley Van Wilson not in a good position. Danielle Davis, all of her weight, albeit not a lot of weight, but still, down across the back of Wilson's neck. And there's that back elbow. Riley Van Wilson in the danger zone. Will this be enough? One. No, only a 1 count. You can see Danielle Davis not happy. Doesn't want to give Joy Justice a lot of time. to the jaw, up against the ropes. Riley Van Wilson continues to work on that arm, surely softening her up. With a cross arm bar once again. Look at this crunchy. We haven't seen that from Riley Van Wilson in a very long time, but she's barely able to stand after connecting into the pin. 1, 2. Wilson knows how close she just was, so she's not going to waste any time. Danielle Davis hurt, and Joy Justice probably, oh, on her feet right now, hoping, praying. Riley Van Wilson knocks off Danielle Davis here, but the stunner got reversed, guys. Riley Van Wilson straight back to work on that arm. This is another thing Joy Justice probably keeping tabs on, whether or not Danielle Davis suffers any kind of injury. With all the damage done to the arm so far, especially if Riley Van Wilson can lock in that cross arm bar. Well, that'll be just another advantage for the women's champion going into Battle Scars. On the rebound, nice head scissors. Davis not done either. A second back shot. But Wilson saw it coming this time and just lets her plummet to the canvas. Beating her chest. The Polish Warrior is feeling it right now, guys. Oh no, don't do this. Oh God! Merciless in her attack. These two are supposed to be friends, but understandable. Riley Van Wilson cannot let this opportunity slip through her fingers. Forearm smash. Running Danielle Davis out to the center of the ring with that bulldog. Irish whip to the corner now. Danielle Davis has to wake up, and she does. But Riley Van Wilson catches that kick. Turns her around, tying up the legs in a regal stretch. Regal stretch by Riley Van Wilson. Danielle Davis quick to get out of it. And Danielle with a choking STO, showing some fire. Riley Van Wilson ain't gonna play nice. Then Danielle Davis gonna show her the same type of attitude, it would appear. High knee to the middle of the back, off the second rope. Riley Van Wilson gonna give the stunner another try. Danielle Davis, no, again reverses, but falling to her feet after doing so. Riley Van Wilson turns around. She's livid. But look at Danielle Davis now. STFU by Danielle Davis. Oh, elbow to the eye, and again. Against the ropes. Bad place to be against a lethal striker like Riley Van Wilson. Pretty much like having your back against the wall. Just throws her out onto the apron. Hangman's neck breaker. Wilson slowly expanding her offense. No longer just going after the arms, but trying to break Danielle Davis down entirely. We are now at 7 minutes and 40 seconds, guys. Davis has got to put this match away sooner rather than later. And shades of her good friend Ashley Rain. The sunny side down. Spinning kill switch. 1, 2, no. Danielle Davis, though, not letting that deter her. Keeping her spirits high. Trying to focus up. These fans are split right down the middle. These two fan favorites in the women's division. Former champions. Riley Van Wilson wanted to keep a lid on Danielle Davis here as she puts her up on the top rope. Bad part of town. This is not going to end well for the #1 contender, Riley Van Wilson, with a superplex. Both women are down, but Riley Van Wilson quickly into the pin. 1, 2, no! And if that doesn't keep Danielle Davis down, what the hell will? They say the third time's the charm. Riley Van Wilson has tried to hit the stunner twice and still unable to prevail. Incredible wherewithal by Danielle Davis. Riley Van Wilson's had enough throwing Davis out of the ring, beating her chest, almost as if to say, this is my ring. Riley Van Wilson looking to take back the women's division. Sweet moonsault, vintage Danielle Davis there. This is not good, guys. 9 minutes and 40 seconds. Danielle Davis pandering to the crowd instead of trying to put Riley Van Wilson away, just giving Joy Justice more time to try and beat the clock later on tonight. And now her bravado comes back to bite her. Hung up on that top rope. Sleeper slam by Davis. And a cheeky stomp onto the face. Now lining up her shot. Could be a reality check for Riley Van Wilson. Knee to the temple into a swinging neckbreaker. Now Danielle Davis says it's time to go night-night. A second unprettier. And surely that'll do it. 1, 2. What? Danielle Davis says, I don't think so. Enough is enough. Telling Riley Van Wilson to stay down as now she looks to choke her out with the figure 4 head scissors. And if I'm Joy Justice, I'm salivating. Joy gonna have plenty of time to try and put away Mae Felix later on tonight. Drop kick to the back. Riley Van Wilson gets a boot up under the jaw, though. Walks right into a kick. Back to the corner we go. Riley Van Wilson making it very, very hard for Danielle Davis to accomplish her goal here tonight on Supremacy number 45. Missed that enziguri. That may be the opening Riley has been looking for, guys. Tries to take her down, but Danielle Davis blocking her and gets an elbow to the shoulder. Massive kick to the gut, gonna hunch the former women's champion over. Irish whip. Van Wilson cold and calculated as she approaches her friend. Another back elbow. Davis not even going for the pin this time, though. Realizes she's gonna have to hit something big to keep Riley Van Wilson down here. Those back elbows haven't done it. The unprettiers haven't done it. Maybe she needs a Globo. Referee Tyson taken out. Oh, we get a mug shot. Seems like our head official is going to be okay. And now Danielle Davis up to the top where she belongs. The Globo. But Riley Van Wilson moves out of the way. And that might have been Danielle Davis's last-ditch effort to try and put Riley Van Wilson down. What a match this has turned out to be. But not the time for Danielle Davis to put on an instant classic. 13 minutes have now elapsed. Super kick to the gut gets caught. And there's the stunner. Finally, Riley Van Wilson connects. 1, 2. But Danielle Davis, Joy Justice probably just scooted to the edge of her seat. If Danielle Davis loses, then all Joy Justice do is win. Doesn't matter the time. But of course, we're talking about the former women's champion. We're talking about Danielle Davis here. Both of these women showing such resolve. And that back elbow did not properly connect. But it connected enough Danielle Davis to the top rope. Adamant. Oh, she hits a low down. Mixing it up a bit. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. No, says Riley Van Wilson. This could be an early contender for match of the year, and it's not even over yet. Chokeslam attempt? Who does Danielle Davis think she is? Shay Hoxton? Trying to hit a chokeslam at her size? Especially with Riley Van Wilson being bigger. Neckbreaker takes her down. Danielle Davis gonna give it a third try. The unprettier numero 3 hooks the leg. 1, 2. What the hell? Danielle Davis's reaction, I would say, is quite deserved. Riley Van Wilson will not stay down. Three unprettiers Danielle Davis has hit. Like I said, man, last season was rough for Riley Van Wilson. She knows that she has to start this season on a high note, and beating the former women's champion, the current #1 contender, is the way to do it. Riley Van Wilson cannot lose this match, and she is leaving everything in that ring, but so is Danielle Davis. Slingshot. Wilson caught her with a clothesline. And even though Wilson is hurt and appreciating the support from these fans, that has got to be the 5th back elbow. 1, 2, 3. Finally, Danielle Davis is able to put away Riley Van Wilson. My God, what a match. Simply incredible performance by both women, and Danielle Davis has set the time to be at 16 minutes, but look at this. And Riley Van Wilson doesn't accept, guys. Danielle Davis offers the handshake to her friend, but Wilson is livid, disrespecting Danielle Davis. So 16 minutes. 16 minutes is the time that Joy Justice has to beat later on tonight when she goes one-on-one with May Felix. And I'm not a betting man, but if I was, I think I would probably slide my chips into the corner of Joy Justice. Her odds of beating the clock are very, very good. And if she does, that means she'll get to pick the stipulation and Danielle Davis' women's championship match at Battle Scars, guys. But before we get into our next match, where we will see the return of Matthew Justice taking on the returning Stefan Hastings, definitely looking forward to this one. During that match between Riley Van Wilson and Danielle Davis, guys, backstage there was some sort of altercation. I don't have the full story, but evidently it was caught on camera, and we have the footage now to play. So it looks like the SNS Connection assaulting Joseph Santos backstage before Supremacy would arrive and drive the Unified World Tag Team Champions away. But a report from the doctor here at the arena saying that Joseph Santos, because of that attack, will not be able to compete in his match against Pierre Thompson later on tonight. And so Supremacy will be replacing Joseph Santos. So it's going to be Pierre Thompson versus Supremacy later on tonight, one-on-one. But the SNS Connection obviously taking exception with not only the SNS Bro Connection being ringside for their match last week, but also what Supremacy said earlier this week, taking some shots at the Unified World Tag Team Champions and taking out Santos there. So now Supremacy going to have to fill in against International Champion Pierre Thompson later on in the night. Seems like the SNS Connection came to the arena to do one thing, and, well, they accomplished their goal, sending a very strong message to the would-be number one contenders. Well, the Justice family really at the forefront of CMV right now. Joy Justice, of course, being women's champion. And what she did to Schmitty on Crossfire, that spider bite, now ransoming the global champion for an antidote, but only if he agrees to her terms. What are those terms? I guess we'll have to wait to see, but this is pretty much the perfect time for Matthew Justice, the younger Justice brother, to make his return here on Supremacy. And a tweet, guys, here from Senator Shay Hoxton says, that video was faked and we were framed. I'll have to have a talk with this clearly biased security team. If that was fake, it was a pretty goddamn good job. I'm 100% positive that that was Xander Slate and Shay Hoxton. I don't know how you could even fake a video like that. I think the senator just trying to cover his tracks. Matthew Justice, a multi-time contender for the Zero-G Championship, hoping to explode back on the scene by knocking off another returning superstar and Stephon Hastings, we haven't seen in over a year. The former Fusion Tag Team Champion, of course, son of Harvey Hastings. This is not the only action we have in the Zero-G division, as the champion, Mystery Mask III, will be in action later on tonight, going one-on-one with Cameron Cray. Stephon Hastings returns after a year away. The former Fusion Tag Team Champion, son of former undisputed World Heavyweight Champion Harvey Hastings. In fact, one of the last times we saw Stephon was when he retired his father at Ascendant 7. So here we go. Both Matthew Justice and Stephon Hastings attempting to return with a big win and push forward in the Zero-G division rankings. Mystery Mask III will be defending his championship at Wildcard next Sunday against who we will not know until the event itself. Could be one of these two men. Could be his opponent later on tonight, Cameron Cray. Could it be anyone? High kick by Matthew Justice. Nice block. Goes for a scoop slam, drops down behind. And you know Matthew Justice wants to live up to his family's name. Like I said before, the Justice family, really like one of the main focuses in CMV at the moment. And Matthew Justice doesn't want to return here and be a massive flop. I'm sure he's got both his sister and brother, along with his brother-in-law, watching right now. Stephon Hastings, of course, has the legacy to live up to. His father, a former undisputed World Heavyweight Champion here in CMV. Perhaps it's time for him to take the mantle. Nice side headlock by Stephon. Joy Justice has a lot on her plate right now, though, knowing that 16 minutes will be the time for her to beat. Up next, when she takes on May Felix in the Beat the Clock Challenge. Oh, Stefan guillotined on that top rope and tumbling to the outside rather unceremoniously. Matthew Justice taking a second to appreciate his handiwork. Collar and elbow tie up. Stefan Hastings keeping Matthew Justice at bay. Both men back into the ring as Matthew Justice with an interesting maneuver there. Don't know exactly what to call that, but it was effective. I know that much. And a sit out. Side slam puts Stefan in perfect position. The wily Matthew Justice up to the top rope. Loves to fly. Corkscrew senton connecting into the pin. Might Matthew Justice have the match won here early on? No, only a 2 count. Definitely the most athletic of the Justice family. Sending out an SOS. No pinfall attempt. Back up to the top rope. Matthew Justice is feeling froggy here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. This time a 450 connecting. Even changing direction midair. That's how impressive this young man is, but still only able to find a 2 count on Stefan. Looks now like Matthew Justice might have Stefan Hastings right where he wants him. Sugar saying hello. How you doing, Ralph? You feeling okay? Can we get an F in the chat for Ralph not feeling well today? Irish whip into the corner. Oh! An attempted handspring back elbow. But Stefan saw it coming. Moving out of the way just in the nick of time, but ultimately squashed in the corner. And a leg drop to the back of Stefan's head. Using the ring like a tag team partner. Matthew Justice. Frequent pinfall attempts. You can tell he wants to put Stefan Hastings away as quickly as possible, looking for a decisive win. Trio of double axe handles to the upper back. Stefan needs to, roll out of the ring and catch his breath as Matthew Justice loses his mind. No pun intended, Stefan shaking off the cobwebs. And now we get the in and out game. Matthew Justice not playing. Standing Spanish fly, aka the C4. Can't follow that up. Matthew Justice able to reverse, punch to the back of the head, and a falling drop kick. Looks like Stefan when I knocked the back of his head off the apron too. Referee Tyson keeping a close eye on these two. Count of 4, Matthew Justice back in the ring after hanging Stefan out to dry on that top rope. Ralph appreciates your F's. What is Matthew looking for here in the corner, guys? We're not going to find out. Stefan Hastings reverses. Elbow, though, didn't see that coming. And now a springboard moonsault, but that just put Matthew Justice right in the crosshairs of Stefan, who nails him with a long road home. And now Stefan, realizing Matthew Justice is in the drop zone, but Justice with a kip up, high knee, knocking Stefan loopy on that top rope. Stefan with a knee to escape with his life. What a match between these two. Sunset flip powerbomb. I had a feeling it could potentially steal the show, but after that Riley Van Wilson, Danielle Davis match, I'm not so sure. Stefan with the attempted red arrow gets the double knees, and now Matthew Justice with a hangman space buster. 1, 2, Stefan denies it. Adamant though is the younger Justice, who gets thrown into the corner. Coming up from behind, didn't see that elbow. Those elbows creeping up on Stefan in this match like a thief in the night. Arms out wide, Matthew Justice perhaps looking for some guidance. Calling on the spider deities to give him strength. And give him strength. They indeed do. The moment passes though. Stefan with a calf kick. Out of harm's way is Matthew Justice. And the detonation kick from the fireman's carry, getting his clock thoroughly cleaned. Matthew Justice really wants Stefan up against these ropes right now, but Stefan not going down without a fight. And there's shades of his father with the Pele kick, aka the headshot, and Stefan's going to give it another go. Will it work this time? Ooh, a corkscrew senton instead of the red arrow he went for earlier. Can't make it to his feet, falling into the pin, and will that be enough? Yes, it will! Stefan Hastings with a big win in his return here. A valiant effort by both men in their return, but Stefan Hastings takes a step in the right direction. Matthew Justice hanging his head, not at all happy with his performance here. Nothing to be ashamed of, though. Taking that loss hard. Shaking his head and everything. A wild And coming up next, guys. Oh, thank you. I could use a sip of my water. Refreshing. It is the Beat the Clock Challenge for Joy Justice. We now know her time to beat is 16 minutes. That's how long it took for Danielle Davis to knock off Riley Wilson. So Joy Justice has to beat Mae Felix in under 16 minutes if she wants to be the one picking the stipulation for their women's championship match at Battle Scars. Mae Felix, who's coming off a huge win in her singles debut last week on Crossfire, guys, defeated women's hardcore champion Angelina Hawkins in, I believe, only a few minutes. And now slotted into a match against the women's champion. Imagine if Mae Felix is able to defeat Joy Justice here. Not only would that mean Danielle Davis gets to pick the stipulation for the women's championship match at Battle Scars, but Mae Felix will pretty much put herself to the forefront of the women's division within her first couple of weeks here in CMV. Joy Justice shocked the CMV universe at Ascendance 8 when she defeated Danielle Davis to become women's champion with only one choke slam. It's clear that Danielle Davis, along with many of us, including myself, may have underestimated the Queen of the Ring, Joy Justice. She took the women's division by the balls at the end of last season. However, these last couple weeks have not been so kind to Joy Justice. Her team losing at Christmas Clash to Team Danielle Davis. And then, of course, last week here on Supremacy was defeated by Ronnie Young in a non-title match. Huge, huge, huge upset. But Joy Justice says no matter, when this women's championship is on the line, when it matters most at Battle Scars, I will leave still women's champion. But the question is, what kind of match will it be? Danielle Davis has made it clear she wants a no-holds-barred match, But what Joy Justice might want could be very different. What's going on in that sinister, sick head of hers? Anything is possible after what she did to Schmitty. And I don't like Schmitty. I don't think any of us do. He's done far worse things than Joy Justice. But still, Joy now pretty much holding Schmitty up, saying she'll only give him the antidote if he agrees to her terms. What are those terms? We don't yet know. And here comes May Felix, a part of Team Danielle Davis at Christmas Clash. And then in her singles debut, knocking off women's hardcore champion Angelina Hawkins in just a few minutes. Can May Felix use all this momentum to perhaps pick up an even bigger upset win against Joy Justice here tonight? Maybe get a little bit of momentum on the side of Project Psycho. This could be the start of a meteoric rise for May Felix in CMV, but here we go. Start that clock now. 16 minutes. Joy Justice has to knock off May Felix in under 16 minutes in order to beat the clock and earn herself the right to pick the stipulation for the Women's Championship match at Battle Stars against Danielle Davis. And after the loss to Rama Young last week, Joy Justice definitely cannot afford defeat at the hands of May Felix here tonight. Danielle Davis has been nothing but impressive as of late, picking up wins left and right. Earlier tonight against Riley Van Wilson, what a match it was. And Riley Van Wilson afterwards disrespecting Danielle Davis by not accepting the handshake, instead slapping away Danielle Davis's hand. Riley Van Wilson very clearly upset with how things have been going for her. And it's getting to her head, understandable. Hopefully, though, she's able to refocus herself and get back on track without having to sacrifice the friendship between she and Danielle Davis. Snake eyes there. You see Joy Justice go for an early pin. Drop down and using her superior height and weight to just mow over May Felix there. An insult to injury as she smashes Felix's face off the canvas. Project Psycho's oh no, power bomb. Oh, and hang on a second, guys. It's the women's hardcore champion. It's Angelina Hawkins. Evidently still sour about her loss to May Felix last week on Crossfire. Gonna come out here to distract the newcomer, and Joy Justice happy to take advantage. Of course, Joy Justice and Angelina Hawkins enjoy a sinister alliance. Joy Justice just bit the hand of May Felix. And it seems like Angelina Hawkins ain't going anywhere either, parking a seat at ringside in the corner of Joy Justice. Already May Felix has made herself an enemy. Angelina Hawkins shown up by May Felix last week and not appreciating it very much. Giant swing pinfall attempt by the women's champion. Only a one count though. Not gonna beat the clock just yet. Still has plenty of time to do so. May Felix with an enziguri on one leg. If that ain't impressive. Power double tie-up. Joy Justice overpowering the smaller Felix. As Angelina Hawkins prematurely celebrating at ringside. The chokeslam gets countered by May Felix. Grabs hold of the arm, rolls her forward, but May Felix's own momentum used against her there. Here comes the chokeslam again. This time, Joy Justice gonna nail it. Good night, May Felix. 1, 2, but no, the rookie digging down deep to power out. That chokeslam that kept Danielle Davis down at a sentence 8 Not May Felix here tonight, though. Fireman's carry. That weight perhaps too much, and Joy Justice able to connect with some elbows. Hang on a second, guys. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Joy Justice very clearly looking to send a message to Danielle Davis. Superplex to the outside. Oh my God. And May Felix may be broken in half as these bloodthirsty fans chant, "This is awesome, Joy Justice." My God. Somehow, though, May Felix, what a trooper, what a champion, standing on her own 2 feet after being superplexed from the top rope to the outside of the ring. That's 10 feet plus, and now a jackknife powerbomb. Not another choke slam. There's no way May Felix survives this. From the deepest depths of hell, but Joy Justice not going for the pin. She wants to inflict more damage. She wants to take out Danielle Davis's friend. No. Don't tell me she's gonna try to do it again. Oh, thank God. Oh, I mean, that's not much better. Reverse DDT down onto the knee, and then splat off the canvas, but I thought Joy Justice was going to try to go for another superplex. Clobbering blow across the chest, and look at Joy now. The beast bite. The beast bite by Joy Justice. May Felix has been running on autopilot since the superplex, basically just competing off instinct. Hitting that scoop slam now, though. May Felix letting us all know she's still in the fight. She might be down, but she ain't out. Not yet. Fighting back with all she has. 6 minutes has now elapsed, meaning Joy Justice has 10 minutes left to try and beat the clock. The time that Danielle Davis set earlier tonight, and dear God, a third chokeslam. May Felix says, "I don't think so." Double open palm to the midsection, knife edge chop. See Joy Justice more intent on trying to injure May Felix, trying to get into the head of Danielle Davis, than actually winning the match. May Felix goes for the pin. She only gets a 1 count, though. Justice has to realize what's on the line here. She has to focus up. She can play mind games all she wants, but she's got to try to win this match, and quickly, half Boston Crab, multiple submission attempts by Joy Justice here on May Felix. May Felix isn't having it. She tried this earlier. This time able to connect. The Samoan driver, but Angelina Hawkins, and come on, that would have been well over a 3 count. But the women's hardcore champion at ringside, distracting our head official Tyson. He should know better. May Felix would have had this match won, goddammit. That was a 4 count, maybe even a 5 count. But Angelina Hawkins making May Felix pay for daring to defeat her last week on Crossfire. And May Felix, hands on her hips, looking around. She knows that she's got her work cut out for her. But that knee is jerking. Big time Kinshasa by May Felix. 1, 2, 3. You gotta be kidding me. You have got to be kidding me. No way, May Felix has just defeated the CMV Women's Champion. She's almost stunned. She can't believe it. Joy Justice back to her feet. I'm not quite sure what's going on, guys. Uh-oh. May Felix seems to be so stunned by her victory she can't even move. Luckily, though, the game isn't actually frozen. Boop. But holy cow, guys. May Felix first defeating the women's hardcore champion Angelina Hawkins and now defeating the women's champion Joy Justice. And this means that automatically Danielle Davis gets to pick the stipulation for their match at Battle Scars because Joy Justice certainly couldn't beat the clock. She couldn't win the match, period. Even with some help from Angelina Hawkins, man, May Felix is a star in the making. But now Danielle Davis, what is she going to pick for the match between she and Joy Justice at Battle Scars? She said she wanted no holds barred, but maybe now she'll rethink. We'll have to wait and see as the show must indeed go on. May Felix could not believe that she actually won that match. She was stunned. She was frozen. You can't blame her, though. She had to get the hell out of there. Because I think Joey Justice and Angelina Hawkins were about to put the boots to her. Before our next match, guys, I will be right back. I'm going to grab another water real quick. Okay, my fine feathered friends, we are back. And ready to continue the action. All right. Coming up next, our tertiary main event. Of course, still looking forward to international champion Pierre Thompson going one-on-one with Supremacy in our main event, where undisputed world heavyweight champion Jason Spade and Cam Harris take on Isaac Richardson, Chris Adams, and the greatest of all time, Ace Reeves. A non-title match in the Zero-G division. Cameron Cray going to have the opportunity to lay hands on Zero-G champion Mystery Master Third, guys. But here we get a tweet from Cam Harris. Got to scroll up a little bit here. Okay, why is this thing so broken? Jesus. What the hell? The scroll bar is like fucking... Here it is, okay. He says, "Oh, Mr. Reeves, don't forget to ask Daddy Dashing." God damn it. I can't read this because the scroll bar on this fucking chat is so fast. Yeah, I'm done. I'm done trying to read that. Who cares what Cam Harris has to say anyway? This technology is pissing me off almost as much as Jason Spade's existence. Cam Harris doesn't have anything worthwhile to read. But Cameron Cray most certainly has not been holding his tongue. Wasn't too happy with the fact that I didn't give him an automatic undisputed world heavyweight championship match against Jason Spade, instead putting him in those series of qualifying matches leading to the championship scramble. And maybe looking back, that's what I should have done. And then last week, a part of that fatal four-way, Cameron Cray continuing to tell me that he'll start some ish if I don't properly give him the opportunities he's looking for. You know what? I don't want to get on Cameron Cray's bad side. He seems like a great guy. He hates Jason Spade almost as much as I do. So I'm going to give him this match here against Mystery Master Third. Non-title, but Cameron Cray with a win could possibly see himself skyrocket into #1 contendership. And Mystery Master Third debuting a brand new look, coming off of his match of the year as voted by you, the CMV Universe, winning back the Zero-G Championship against Matsuda Tanaka at Ascendance 8 in that tables, ladders, and chairs match. He needed a couple of weeks off. Well deserved. His body was broken in about 10 different places, but now he's ready to get back to the action. Earlier tonight, we saw the return of both Matthew Justice and Stephon Hastings in the Zero-G division, with Stephon Hastings getting a great victory over the younger Justice brother. So it's becoming apparent Mystery Master III not going to have a whole lot of time to just hang out. He's got a lot of challengers gunning for that championship of his, and we know that Mystery Master III will be defending his title against a mystery challenger. Go figure. Next Sunday at Wild Card. Could be Cameron Cray. Over the shoulders, Mystery Master Third, though, able to reverse with a DDT. And to Cameron Cray's credit, he wasn't pinned in the triple threat qualifier at Christmas Clash, and he wasn't pinned in the Fatal 4-Way last week. So I thought, it's only fair. I'll give him a one-on-one match here. And if he truly can back up what he's had to say, then we'll find out right here, right now. Oh, big kick to the side of the head. And Mystery Master Third loves it. He's a big old mark for himself. And crossbodies himself out of the ring, throwing caution to the wind. Just to take a piece out of Cameron Cray here. Walked over to the announce table. Whoa, whoa, whoa now. Watch out. Don't knock over my Mountain Dew. Why you gotta get my announce table all greasy and sweaty here? Don't get on my bad side, Mystery Master. If you're wondering who these two guys are next to me, they're just my bodyguards, all right? I can't trust Jason Spade, and it's sad to admit that, but he's such a ruthless savage that I have to protect myself over here after he said he was going to kick my ass. That's your champion, ladies and gentlemen, a bully. Look at Cameron Cray biting the fingers of Mystery Mask III. East End Evil showing up here tonight against Mystery Mask III. Oh, rocked with that pile driver. Cameron Cray learning very quickly that is a tough task to keep a lid on Mystery Mask III. Modified Tequila Sunrise here, though. And Cameron Cray loves his submissions. Will we see a bottom of the Thames? I think I got it right this time. Like I said, I don't want to get on Cameron Cray's bad side, all right? I'm trying to be a good guy here. Looking to follow up that bicycle boot with another one, but Mystery Mask III saw that coming. Sorry, I'm allergic to Jason Spade and his bullshit. Now Mystery Mask with that swinging final cut. 1, 2, only a 2 count. Mystery Mask III, for being a smaller guy, hits a lot of power moves. That doesn't mean he can't take to the air, though. As we saw earlier with that suicide crossbody. Tries to go for a back elbow, but Cameron Cray, too quick for you. Out on the apron, telling Mystery Mask, come on! Bring it if you got it. Talking that smack right to the champion's face. And Mystery Mask III, not one to back down. Oh, rolling cow kick. Just absolutely shut the lights off. Cameron Cray in La La Land. Mystery Mask III ain't finished though. Cameron Cray to his feet, having no idea where he is right now. Oh, stunner from the top. 1, 2, 3, and Mystery Mask III just absolutely demolished Cameron Cray towards the end of that match. The rolling cow kick, I think, probably would have been enough to do it, but no. A top rope freaking stunner, and that's what you can expect from the Zero-G champion. Spin, spin, spin indeed. I think I saw some spit go flying, maybe even a tooth or two. Yeah, Cray might have a concussion after those shots to the head. Good Lord. Spin, spin, spin. Win, win, win. Well, I gave Cameron Cray a shot. Now he has nobody to be mad at but himself. What drives a man like Mystery Mask III? It's a mystery. And coming up next, guys, here on Supremacy number 45, it is our co-main event. What was supposed to originally be international champion Pierre Thompson taking on Joseph Santos. But, of course, earlier tonight we saw the SNS Connection attack Santos backstage. Luckily, not doing too much damage before Supremacy arrived on the scene and drove them off, but enough damage that he cannot compete tonight. And so Supremacy is stepping up for his friend and tag team partner, Pierre Thompson. Supremacy, one-on-one. We know that Pierre Thompson, along with all other undercard champions, will be defending their titles next Sunday at Wildcard. Every single superstar in CMV eligible for a championship match. It's up to the great computer in the sky. And of course, maybe we're going to get that match, the highly anticipated confrontation between Schmitty and Jason Spade. That's if Jason Spade makes that alive tonight, and that's if Schmitty can get the antidote for his spider bite from Joy Justice. A lot of ifs, a lot of maybes. There you see Pierre Thompson with his international championship that he won at Christmas Clash, defeating Danger Cat. And of course, Golden Cat does have his rematch next week, but whether or not Pierre Thompson will still be champion, that remains to be seen. The now three-time international champion kicking off the season with a bang, winning the Naughty or Nice Battle Royal, and then on the same night, defeating Danger Cat to become international champion once again. The big dog. Not a fan of the feline contingent here on Supremacy, but tonight he's got a whole other challenge coming his way. Preparing for Joseph Santos, but instead he's going to get Supremacy, the former Fusion Tag Team Champion. A man fighting on behalf of his friend Joseph Santos after that attack by the SNS Connection earlier tonight. You know, Supremacy had a lot to say earlier this week, about me too, but I'll bite my tongue. Supremacy wanting a shot at those unified World Tag Team titles, and it seems like Slayton Hoxton took exception to that. The mere thought of the SNS Pro Connection being deserving of such an opportunity. Here we go. International champion Pierre Thompson, Supremacy, one-on-one in our co-main event. Of course, still to come in the main event. Jason Spade and Cam Harris gonna get what they deserve as they take on Isaac Richardson, Chris Adams, and Ace Reeves. Nice dragon screw by Supremacy to start things off, and a kick to the chest as well. You know, go figure, Supremacy had something to say about me earlier this week. Him and Jason Spade are buddies. Two little fellas walking around gossiping. Very unbecoming of a world champion, if you ask me. Body block reverse with an uppercut of the European flavor. Pierre Thompson going to use his power, though, to try and suffocate Supremacy. Now we get a possible pendulum backbreaker. Supremacy slips out of it, though, lands on his own 2 feet, crossing the legs, trying to take out the base of the big man. Age-old strategy when you're the smaller competitor going up against a much larger opponent. Making sure Pierre Thompson can't throw around that weight of his. Shot to the jaw. Pierre Thompson, snap vertical suplex. Did not look like it tickled. Tries to go low. Michinoku driver is all that's waiting for him, though. Pierre Thompson said, "This'll be my year when I finally become world champion." And I believe it after his performance at Christmas Clash. On that Mount Rushmore of CMV superstars that have never won the big one, never been world champion, Pierre Thompson maybe at the forefront. Despite a couple of opportunities last season, wasn't able to get the job done, but he says there's no more waiting around. This is going to be the year of the big dog. And Supremacy celebrating his minor victory here over Thompson, knocking him out of the ring and talking a little bit of smack. Thompson tries to go low. Supremacy waiting with a kick to the midsection, though, slides through Pierre's legs. Nice pump handle powerbomb, and up to the top rope. Supremacy loves to fly. Take a picture. Supremacy misses the elbow, and a big boot from Pierre Thompson, just bullying Supremacy. You'll love to see it. Another flapjack from the fireman's carry position. Supremacy can't afford to be pushed around like this. Thompson becomes a hard man to stop. And he gets an edge on an opponent. Starts to grind him down with big power moves. Drop toe hold. Pierre Thompson may have chipped a tooth. And Supremacy, a single knee gutbuster, trying to goat Pierre Thompson into attacking him. And a jawbreaker. Pierre Thompson, like a sack of stone, fall into the canvas. Timber! Supremacy like a lumberjack in that ring tonight. Into the corner, tries for a sit-out clothesline, but man, he just turned himself inside out. Pierre Thompson didn't even have to do anything. Shoots the half now, does the international champion. Only a one count. Tries for a kick. Supremacy, though, veteran of this sport, able to see it coming. Moonlight drive. The corkscrew neckbreaker. That puts Pierre Thompson in perfect position, or so Supremacy thinks. The former Fusion Tag Team Champion goes for a body splash, but Pierre Thompson got up the knees, the double knees to the gut. And a swinging neck breaker. Pierre going to keep it simple but effective. Thompson now. Camel clutch going to try to break Supremacy's back. Fuck his ass and make him humble. But Supremacy's not having it. Grabs the ankles on the way out, tripping Pierre Thompson forward. Arm drag. Back and forth these two go now. First time encounter. Wasn't even meant to be. Should have been Joseph Santos in the place of Supremacy. But because of the SNS connection, Pierre Thompson painting the canvas with Supremacy. The play of the day. Only a prelude. Power bomb. Such power. And Thompson is done playing with his food. The big dog with the highlight. 1, 2. But Supremacy. That heart. That soul. That determination we've come to know and love from Supremacy. Still in the fight. Trying to rally a comeback. These fans are behind him. Ducks that clothesline attempt. Falling dropkick has the international champion down but not out. At least not yet. To the corner. Pierre Thompson is sent. Supremacy coming up from behind. Spins him around. Face to face. Looks to go low, but Pierre Thompson's waiting with a mega knee. Powerbomb attempt. Supremacy rolls through and might have Thompson dead to rights. 1, 2. Supremacy almost steals it, much like Danger Cat earlier tonight in that 8-man tag team match. Big Irish whip. Supremacy sent to the outside. And Thompson hot on his trail. Making sure to stay on top of Supremacy like peanut butter on jelly. Elbow to the knee, though. Supremacy wants this fight in the ring. He wants no part of the ringside area. try and go low in the corner. Not entirely sure what Supremacy's looking for, but it is not working out for him. Pierre Thompson with the pendulum backbreaker. A punch to the gut, the impact player. Pierre Thompson on the rebound. We get a cheeky little chest bump. Pierre Thompson stomps to the exposed chest. Supremacy hoping for some refuge on the apron. Thompson more than happy to gloat right in front of him. Maybe not taking Supremacy to be a legitimate threat here tonight. Supremacy worrying about his friend Joseph Santos, but having to focus. This is a big opportunity, and look at this! Supremacy with a variation of the Slain by Slate. Pierre Thompson's able to escape before too much damage is done. Back body dropped out of the ring. Supremacy pandering a little bit to these fans. Oh, and Thompson's gonna drag him out of the ring. Like a bear dragging its dinner back to the cave. Sugar is smelling so loudly right now. I don't know if you guys can hear it. Probably not, but I can. Big boot. Supremacy might be snoring after that. Knife edge shot gonna wake him up. Count of 4 by our head official. What is Pierre doing here? Oh, against the barricade. Supremacy's got nowhere to run. Another Michinoku driver. Count of 7. Pierre Thompson doesn't seem at all concerned with the referee's count. Supremacy does. He wants to get back in the ring, but Pierre Thompson keeps stopping him. Another pendulum backbreaker. All this damage done to the back. Uh-oh. Flapjack. Oh, and Supremacy, I think it might have hit his forehead off the edge of that bottom step. And Thompson is loving himself right now. Count of 12 into the steel steps gut first. I think Pierre Thompson is just trying to murder Supremacy right now. Supremacy somehow, though, still has some fight left in him. Back into the ring, challenging Pierre Thompson. Thompson denies him. My God! That spinning power slam would make the British Bulldog smile. Still only gets a 2 count, though. And Thompson, he's had enough of Supremacy's games. Another highlight. 1, 2, 3. Pierre Thompson bullies his way to a win here tonight. With only about an hour's notice, Pierre Thompson was supposed to take on Joseph Santos, but after the attack by SNS Connection, Supremacy was slotted in. Hell of a match, hell of an effort by Supremacy. But Pierre Thompson, like he said, this is going to be his season. He is taking no prisoners. Supremacy kicking out of the spinning power slam, but the highlight almost immediately after keeps him down. Wait a minute! Wait! That's Hoxton! That's Hoxton running into the ring! Senator Shea Hoxton is attacking Pierre Thompson! What the hell? Why is he attacking Pierre? Of course, these two have a long, long history, including the International Championship. The SNS Connection are running wild here tonight on Supremacy. What the hell? Why would he attack Pierre, though? Pierre just pretty much did him a favor, taking out Supremacy. But the Senator, with a pile driver to the big dog. Maybe he wants that International Championship. Pierre, though, Not going to take this attack lying down, that's for sure. European uppercut. But Hoxton thought he was going for a pin. What strength to throw around Pierre. Oh no, don't tell me he's going to do it. Shea Hoxton from the corner with the punt kick, but Pierre moved. Pierre moved. And these two are in a deadlock. Security rushing to the ring to break these two up. Hoxton, what's the meaning of this? Striking a pose. Trying to get under the skin of Pierre Thompson. And I think he did. The SNS connection running roughshod here on tonight. Well, despite that run-in by Senator Shea Hoxton, guys, it is time for our main event in the death of Jason Spade and Cam Harris as they got set to take on Isaac Richardson, Chris Adams, and the absolute greatest of all time, Ace Reeves. Jason Spade escaped with his life last week and the championship scramble, having Cam Harris to thank for still being undisputed with heavyweight champion. If Cam Harris had not made that pin towards the end, Ace Reeves would be the undisputed world heavyweight champion right now, and we would all be sleeping better for it. But if Cam Harris wants to side with Jason Spade, then so be it. I'll dig two graves, and Ace Reeves will throw them both in. Isaac Richardson and Chris Adams actually offered their services to me after last week. Chris Adams approached me and said he'd be more than happy to lend he and Isaac's services to the illustrious general manager of Supremacy, myself, yours truly. And a tweet here from Jason Spade says, time to go to work. Yeah, time to get kicked in the face, too. Will Jason Spade even be able to make it to Wild Card next Sunday for his big, long-awaited match with Schmitty? Will Schmitty be able to make it? It really is a lot of ifs, ands, maybes. Can Schmitty get the antidote from Joy Justice for his spider bite? We'll have to wait and see. One way or another, though, this is for sure. Mark my words, Jason Spade and his time with the undisputed World Heavyweight Championship is going to be short-lived. He better be holding it tight, better be kissing it every single night, because he will not have it for much longer. It will be around the waist of Ace Reeves sooner rather than later. Like I said earlier this week, it's not Jason Spade specifically, but it's guys like him who think they can do whatever they want, who think they can run around here and get away with anything. But that's not true, especially now that I am General Manager of Supremacy. For so long, I was pushed around, bullied, quite literally spit on, and beat up more times than I can count. And it was by guys like Jason Spade who think they're cool, too cool for school. But now that I'm in charge, I won't be pushed around anymore, and neither will Supremacy. It deserves a champion who exhibits class, who's a fighting champion, who won't escape with the title, who will fight. Ace Reeves would have restarted the championship scramble last week, and that's a matter of fact. But Jason Spade, he was completely content to keep that championship by draw, like the coward that he is. Ace Reeves is what Supremacy needs, and it's what Supremacy gonna get. I wish Spade would put that mask back on so I don't have to see that ugly face of his. Ugh. And Cam Harris. You see, I had big things planned for Cam Harris when I drafted him. I was so excited. And then he goes and screws Ace Reeves out of the Undisputed Heavyweight Championship last week during the championship scramble. He knew that pin would not win him the match. He knew that it would screw Ace Reeves, and he did it anyway because of some beef they used to have a couple years ago at NGW. Get over it, Cam Harris. Well, now you're going to pay. You want to side with Jason Spade, so be it. The Sin City Savior better have a plan to save himself here tonight. Now here comes some superstars who know what it takes to represent Supremacy with class. Chris Adams, a multi-time world champion. He knows how to represent a brand. This is a guy I can get behind, ladies and gentlemen. Respectable. A fighter. Not a coward. And of course, there's his big, beautiful partner, Isaac Richardson. Look at the size of this guy. Chris Adams, humble, approached me. He said, hey, you gave me an opportunity in the championship scramble, and I appreciate that. Let me repay you. Let me help you out and take out Jason Spade and do CMV a favor. What a guy. And last, but most certainly not least, the greatest of all time, the next undisputed world heavyweight champion, Ace Reeves, the man who should have the undisputed world heavyweight championship around his waist right now. But he was unjustly screwed out of that right. Class, respect. A fighting champion, that's what Ace Reeves is, the two-time global champion, the former NGW world champion. This is a star. This is a man you can look at and be proud that he's your champion and he's at the top of the mountain. He runs your show like it should be run. Jason Spade wants to bring up a couple of matches they had last year, a couple years ago. Yeah, you won those matches, yeah. The fact of the matter is, Jason Spade got lucky, but his luck has run out. Just look how he walks. Each step he takes, you just know he's a world champion when he walks into a room. The antithesis of everything Jason Spade is. Ace Reeves is not the man CMV deserves, but the man CMV needs. here we go. Jason Spade meeting his end as he starts things off against Isaac Richardson. Oh, and Spade with some hops out of the gate. I'll give him that much. Must have been working out a little bit. He's going to need to train all he can, but at the end of the day, it won't do him any good. One way or another, Jason Spade will have that undisputed World Heavyweight Championship ripped from around his waist and placed over the shoulder of the true World's Champion, Ace Reeves. Jason Spade, as per the usual, outsized, but more so here in this handicap match at our main event by Isaac Richardson, standing at 7 feet tall, well over 300 pounds. This man's a mastodon. And Chris Adams going to be a force to be reckoned with on Supremacy. Cam Harris trying to get involved, trying to cheat. What's the surprise there? And poor referee Tyson taken out in the crossfire. Nice counter by Jason Spade, able to get Isaac Richardson off of him for only a moment, now sending him to the corner. Another big boot. Isn't that illegal? You should get him out of that corner, ref. Count to 5. Do your job, Tyson. Jason Spade, like the little annoying gnat he is, flying around Isaac Richardson, annoying him. That's really the perfect comparison. Kicks to the knee. That's not going to take... Oh, well, busting Isaac open, and this is what I'm talking about. All right, this is a family show, and Jason Spade's out here making people bleed. There's kids in this audience. Children all around the world tuning in here. Jason Spade doesn't care. He's bloodthirsty. He's a savage. A creature from the night that should be sent back to the lagoon that he crawled out of. Poor Isaac. The ref should stop this match and check on Isaac's head. He's bleeding. These big boots in the corner adding up. Isaac Richardson trying to crawl over to either Chris Adams or Ace Reeves and make a tag. He better not. He better not hit the Lansenberg lobotomy. I've had it with this move. That's a dangerous maneuver. Could threaten the career or even the life of Isaac Richardson. But does Jason Spade care? Of course not. I'm taking it upstairs. That move's too dangerous, and I'm done watching Jason Spade play with the lives of other men because he can. There you go. That's what you deserve. That's what you get. Luckily, Isaac Richardson is okay. He's got a big, beefy neck, so the Lansenberg lobotomy not going to be able to keep him down. And of course, the wonderful Ace Reeves coming to the aid of his friend. Something Jason Spade would never do. Tries for a scoop slam to Isaac Richardson, but Jason Spade, hard man to keep grounded. So small. You can't blame anybody for missing him. Hot tag to Chris Adams now. Here's a multi-time unmatched world champion with a trio of kitchen sinks. Oh, and knocking Chris Adams to the outside with that high knee as he was just trying to climb the turnbuckle and get to the top rope. Ace Reeves chatting up with Isaac Richardson as Chris Adams drop kicks Spade back first into that apron. And you see how well Isaac Richardson, Chris Adams, and Ace Reeves are working together like a well-oiled machine. But meanwhile, Jason Spade hasn't even attempted to tag in Cam Harris yet because he's selfish. He wants the spotlight to himself. Cam, you should have known better. Look at Chris Adams. Tearing Spade apart right here in front of me. I love it. Slamming him back first, and now out of desperation, of course, because Jason Spade can't get the job done, he tags in Cam Harris. He's got to get somebody else to do his dirty work for him. Oh, and Adams with a beautiful face breaker. Could someone get Isaac Richardson a wet towel, maybe a nice cold water or something over here? The guy's hanging on for dear life, still bleeding. Seems like I still have a lot of work to do here on Supremacy. Adams with a cartwheel moonsault, showing that still at his age, agile as ever. This is the man who main evented Implosions. Took on the best of the best on Unmatched for years. And now he's here gracing us with his presence. Clothesline gonna squash Cam Harris in the corner. Adams pulling him out into a sit-out alley-oop. Jason Spade asking for the tag. If Cam Harris wants to lose the match, then he should make that tag. He's gonna lose the match anyway. Oh, and a punch by Isaac. Great teamwork by Isaac Richardson and Chris Adams. Yeah, take a break, Adams. You deserve it. God, Ace Reeves, even just standing there on the apron, you can tell he's world champion material. Elbows to the inside of Cam Harris's knee. Definitely going to do some damage in the long run. Cam Harris, very crafty. Does like to go up to the top sometimes. Adams wisely trying to take out his base so that he can't use a good portion of his arsenal. Cam Harris contemplating a tag to Jason Spade. He knows that it could be his doom. That's why he's hesitant. Understandable. Maybe Cam Harris will see the light after this match. Nice cutter by Chris Adams. Now into the corner. Adams from behind gets an elbow to the side of the head. Cam Harris running away. You can't run now. Yeah, Ace! Beautiful shot by Ace Reeves. A real team player. Reverse DDT by Chris Adams, wiping some sweat from his face. He's working hard here. It's not easy. Kicking ass. That's what Chris Adams is doing here. Punch to the midsection, goes up to the second rope. Looks like a dragon sleeper setup. Ooh! A somersault cutter by Chris Adams. Up to the top rope, could possibly be looking for the snapshot. Vintage Chris Adams inbound here. Snapshot. For the benefit of those with flash photography, hopefully you got that one. Uno, dos, tres, and that's right, baby. That's right. Cam Harris couldn't cut it. And what did Jason Spade do? He stood on the apron, didn't even lift a finger. Didn't even lift a finger to try and help out Cam Harris. That's the kind of man Jason Spade is. I hope you realize now, Cam. And this is how great Ace Reeves is. He didn't even have to get in the ring. And he still won this match. What does that tell you? Ace Reeves, not even tagged in, but he led this team to victory like the world champion that he is. And Jason Spade stood there. He looked away. He looked away. He didn't even look. Yeah, real great guy Jason Spade is. Can we admit now that Spade doesn't care about anyone but himself? And look at that team. Picture perfect if you ask me. Great way to end Supremacy, a high note.